The Surfing Violinist presents Masala Vlog 2022 Report Card, Masala Vlog 24. Navigating the difficulties of a very busy violin gig and holiday season with my dislocated shoulder made December 2022 a bit cramped with other concerns, especially when our cars decided to team up against us as well with a series of breakages that further complicated things. And January didn't prove much better with an unexpected auto accident on New Year's Eve that threw us into further confusion. So I want to take December and January vlogs to look back and look forward, both with the big picture, the Sue's family's journey to and with India, where we've been, what our goals were, and how some of these goals were lost in the midst of natural disasters and acts of God, and with a smaller picture of this specific project, the Masala vlog. So let's start small and look at how the Sue's family has fared with our 2022 goals for the Masala vlog. My first goal was to make good chai. I only tried a couple times. I give myself a failing grade and a death emoji on the emoticonometer. Perhaps I'll leave the chai to Mel for now. I tried numerous times to make a decent paratha and roti, and the results were middling at best. I give myself a C- and a squinty emoticon. Not ready to throw in the towel, but I'm also not ready to spend too much more time on this presently. Best Malpua since 2002. Well, I didn't ace this, there's always room to improve, but I passed this challenge. One of the best desserts I've ever made, Malpua or not, so I do think my Malpua redemption is in fact complete. The only thing that would really make this an A+ would be to have Dave and Anna convinced after subjecting them to the original Malpua abomination. But for now, I give myself an A. I made a passable aloo gobi. Nobody was really impressed, including Melissa and a commenter, but I'm just going to tell you, for me, to make a dish I would willingly eat, Indian or otherwise, that's a win for me. So I give myself a B-. It obviously needs a bit more kick and pizzazz to win Melissa over. I don't even think I tried making bindi one time, and it just really isn't a priority at present, so I do not pass that challenge. You'll see what has kind of taken over my ambition in a moment. In the meantime, Mel had just about as much trouble trying to make her preferred breads. She wants to make naan, which is challenge enough without the proper equipment, and she wants to make kamiri roti. She made headway on both, but she's having the same problem as I am with parathas and rotis. The texture and cook just feels either too overcooked or too raw, too brittle, or too soft. I would give Mel a C- for the naan and a B- for the kamiri roti, which tasted nice, but just did not quite have the texture. Mel was not satisfied with rajma, but I think her chole was great. For me, I thought her chole puri was really good back in the day before we even set up this challenge, so I have no complaints other than I would like to eat it again. Looking at our report card, I'd give us basically a C overall in terms of learning new things. Mel has really nailed her butter chicken. She's doing a good side business with it. And she's discovered some other things that are hits with local crowds. So she's doing great. She's above a C as far as executing what she already knows. I've done well in other areas, including trying to execute on kati rolls. So that would be what bumps me up a little bit. But I think both of us, if we could have a little bit more time to experiment, we could do some pretty fun stuff in 2023. So I'm going to save our goals for 2023 for the next video. Suffice it to say, I'm just not happy with the amount of time I've dedicated to Masala vlogs in the last 6 months. We had to move, and then we just had setback after setback. A lot of them were my fault because of skating, and some of them are just Murphy's Law breaking in, as you shall see in the next vlog. As we mentioned, we got in that car wreck. So just trying to recalibrate and to make we're almost a quarter of the way through the year, pretty much a quarter of the way through the year, but make our 2023 goals feasible, and kati rolls will be key for those, and I think breads will be key for both of us. But we want to try to find ways to execute and make food that people would enjoy having when they're coming over to our house. So Melissa's not always having to cook butter chicken. And then music is going to play a big role too. We have an Indian restaurant locally that's hiring a lot of local musicians, and I'm playing there this week actually with Anthony Peebles. So I want to try to run by them, maybe doing like a Bollywood musical violin night regularly. Now that I'm playing regularly at a couple other bars locally, it would just make sense to do Bollywood covers. So I think that's where I'm going to put more of my energy in 2023. But a lot more work to be done on that front. So that kind of gets you caught up on the assessment of how we did in 2022. A lot to catch up on and a lot of planning to make 2023 better. I think this year will end up being kind of a transitional planning year, and hopefully we can just start churning out good dishes like Melissa's been doing with the butter chicken. She's got it nailed. I'd like to have Kati rolls nailed. So, until next time, this is for the Surfing Violinist, reminding you to get back into the kitchen, because life is too short to live without masala. Godspeed, Dostal. And hopefully I can take my own advice there. To see these videos early, without ads, join the lineup here on YouTube. You just need a YouTube account, and for $1.99 a month, you click this little join button and sign up to get early and ad-free access to 4 monthly vlogs: the surf vlog, the masala vlog, the violin vlog, and the family vlog. Thank you very much.